Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This recipe is my twist on how I prepare the baby pork back ribs. And guys, the ribs is moist, tender. It is so delicious. It smells so good. And the corn, I did put a bouillon cube with a bit of the Maggi seasoning because I like when my corn water is spicy. And the video is the sweet potato. It's really sweet. I love sweet potato with Irish potato. And see guys, it is so moist and it's delicious. So please watch until the end of the video if you'd like to see how I prepare my twist on the baby pork back rib. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share, subscribe. So guys, here's the pork back ribs I'm working with for the barbecue ribs. So I'm gonna be washing it, cleaning it, wash it in vinegar, salt, and then season and leave to marinate, and then it goes in the oven. So guys, this pork back ribs is not fatty, so there's not much cleaning to do, but you trim your meat, take off what you don't like. So like pieces like this guys, I would just remove it, put it on your cutting board, and get rid of the excess, what you don't want to be eaten. Like I don't like to be eaten, this is waste for me. So that's all I'm gonna do, trim, and then I'm gonna wash. So guys, I'm just gonna put a little bit of vinegar, or salt, or any salt you have. Half a lemon. Wash and rinse 3 times or more. Okay guys, so sometimes when I rinse 3 times, I rinse it as long as I want to, as long as you're satisfied. So it doesn't have to be 3, could be more than 3 times. You rinse it until clean, till you're satisfied. Rub it, because this step is very important. So guys, it's not a lot of spare the ribs, so the pork back ribs, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of paprika, sprinkle lightly, all-purpose seasoning, Maggi, and I need some salt on this, so I'm gonna put a good amount. So that's like a teaspoon, and cayenne pepper, spicy, so lightly. Cayenne pepper, adobo. The adobo makes me cough, so I hardly use it. It's like a 1/4 teaspoon of adobo, and it's just for the amount I'm using. So if you're preparing more rib, you're gonna be putting more, and you can use your measuring spoon. Turmeric, just a little bit. Allspice a dash. Thyme, and most of all, a little bit of thyme. Barbecue sauce, very important. Scotch bonnet. And a little bit of the regular salt. Leave to marinate. And this is gonna go into the oven coat it with barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put some garlic, or if you want to use garlic salt or garlic powder, but I'm gonna put a piece, like 2 pegs, and put it in the fridge and leave to marinate while I'm away. When I get back, then it goes in the oven. Looks delicious. Now guys, the ribs have been marinating for over 24 hours, so I'm just going to put a squeeze of ketchup on it. And then I'm going to wrap this in parchment paper and place it in the oven with just, a teaspoon. And then I'm going to just rub this in and place in the oven at 350 degrees until done. And while this is in the oven, guys, I'm gonna place I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna prepare, while this is in the oven, I'm gonna prepare some barbecue sauce, but this time I'll heat the sauce. Now guys, in this pot I'm going to be cooking some potatoes. I washed them, but that's sweet potato, the Jamaican sweet potato, and that's red potato. So I'm just gonna, as the minute it starts boiling and it gets a bit of a scald, like in order to like clean it kind of somewhat, I'm gonna pour off this water and then pour more water to cover it, and then cook the potato, the sweet potato and the Irish potato. So I'm just giving it a bit of a scald, so I can get the skin to wash somewhat. I did wash it, but the hot water will do a better job. Then I'll pour the water off and cook the potato. Let me just add a dash of salt here to this pot. So guys, now I'm gonna pour this water off, give it a bit of a scald, and then put more water to cook it, cover it halfway. With a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, I'm gonna be cooking the potato with water almost covering it. Now guys, the potato is almost cooked, so I'm just gonna drop 1 carrot also into the pot, and there it is, almost done after 10 minutes. So anywhere between 10 minutes, anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour, your potato, depending on the size, should be done. Let me just test it here. It's going through, but not all the way in, because I didn't cut the potato in half, so I'm giving it some more time, maybe another 10-15 minutes. Guys, look at my ribs, looking juicy 25 minutes after. Look how lovely it looks. Yeah, so then 300 degrees, but I find it was like heating a bit too much and just slight smoke, so I turned it down to 300, and now I put it back at 350. And when it's time to coat it with the sauce, I'm going to prepare the sauce now. Now guys, I dropped some corn in the pot. I'll bring the potato to the top, because see the potato, it's almost done. I probably can take the potato out and That was some corn I had from the seafood boil video. The corn in the what do you call the skin? The you know, the one, yeah, not the frozen corn, the fresh corn then. Yeah, so I had some leftovers, so I'm cooking the corn also, and then I'm gonna remove the potato because the potatoes are cooked. And the ribs is in the oven now. I'm gonna check on it in about 10 minutes. In about, which would be 45 minutes. This goes on the lowest flame, guys, because you don't want it to stick. So 1/3 to or quarter cup or half cup of barbecue sauce and honey, couple of tablespoons, and also ketchup. Okay, so the sauce, you can make it to your own desired, how sweet, how much honey you want to put. Like a couple tablespoons is good, 2 tablespoons. And keep it on a low flame for about 5 minutes minimum, because it's going into the oven, right? And then heat will be taking it too. So after 5 minutes, you can turn the burner off and wait to coat your ribs. It's looking good, guys. Smells so delicious. So I'm gonna put these on the rack and then coat them with the sauce. Put some sauce now on them. They're tender, and these are the baby pork back ribs. Smells so good. Guys, this is so delicious. Look at the moist, look at how moist it is. See them, it's not dry when you wrap it into the baking paper, and I feel more comfortable and at peace or at ease when I use the baking paper. I don't like to use the foil paper, okay? And yeah, the amount of sauce I prepared was perfectly fine. Put all this on and stick it back into the oven for, it's 1 hour now, right? 1 hour into the oven covered. I checked half an hour, and then now after an hour I'm coating it with the barbecue sauce and into the oven again it goes. So guys, 15 minutes later, 15 to 20 minutes later, I turned it off, and now I'm going to share some and test it for you to see. All of you that's been supporting me from the beginning to the end of up until now, all of you that has been supporting me from the beginning up until now, I really appreciate it, guys. But guys, if you do watch the video, please comment, okay? Or at least give the video a thumbs up. And baby pork back ribs is really good. I recommend this recipe, and in the description area I will put the recipe, okay? I might not put it right away, but it will go there eventually, because this recipe is a must try. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video.